Hi everyone, in this video we'll look at how to apply for all Andhra Pradesh government quota counseling, and we will also look at what are the different certificates required for upload during Andhra Pradesh government quota counseling. The website is Dr. NTRUHS. You can directly also go to pgcq.ntrhsadmissions.com. We'll provide the link in the description. You register, basically just have a look at this. You will register with your basic details. It will automatically pop out your date of birth and other details once you enter your roll number. Name and date of birth, etc. You can confirm those and register. Get your login ID, and then after that you can upload your photo and signature. Make the payment and then upload your photo and signature. Upload your certificates as a PDF after that, after entering your personal MBBS and NEET PG details, and print and save the application form. Two things that you'll need to upload: yes, images, passport size photo, and image of your signature. And you also have the documents that you need to upload as a PDF. Except for in-service candidates, there is no requirement to send any form or document anywhere. This is a completely online process. Don't need to send anything to Andhra Pradesh authorities like Dr. NTRHS. Now, what is mentioned over here is the list of certificates that are required. The certificates that are required for application is what is mentioned over here now. If it is not required, it means it is not required during application, but may be required during the time of admission based on last year's notifications. This is based on last year's notification, and this is clearly based on this year's notification, which has already been published as far as application form filling is concerned. Now, what is required? Those in blue you see here are mandatory. The rest may or may not be required. When we say mandatory, it doesn't mean that the rest are not required. If you upload these, it will be enough. No, it means that these are required. When Andhra Pradesh in prospectus, it means that these are required for all candidates. Everybody has to upload this. The rest may or may not be required for other candidates, is what this means. First, we look at what is required for uploading during application, because that is more relevant now. The rest of it, you can have a look at these and then have your originals ready for admission. We'll not explain that in detail, but we'll look at what is required at the time of application form filling for upload as a PDF. The NEET PG scorecard is you will already have this as a PDF. A date of birth proof, SSLC or 10th standard certificates will for sure have your date of birth. Attach it as a PDF. Your MBBS degree certificate or provisional degree certificate, your MBBS study certificate is required. What is an MBBS study certificate? It is a simple certificate from your institute mentioning that you as a candidate with your name, you underwent this particular course MBBS in this institute from this period to this year, this timeline to this timeline. So this is what is an MBBS study certificate, also called a bona fide certificate, or similar names might be used. This can be got from your institute. They would be able to send it across to you as a PDF or a scan if there's no time limit now. Then you have the CRRI completion certificate. This is basically the internship completion certificate, and temporary or permanent registration certificate from respective state medical council. It can be your state medical council or MCA. It need not necessarily be Andhra Pradesh or Telangana state. You would be eligible for counseling and allotment, and till the time of admissions you may not need a registration to be done. After admissions you can get registration to done at the respective state medical council, but till the time of admission any registration is enough. You need to upload your study certificate. This is only study certificate of 6th to 12th. Note that there is an MBBS study certificate everybody has to upload, but a study certificate from 6th to 12th is required if you are from Siddhartha Medical College. In our previous video we explained to you that Siddhartha Medical Colleges, those candidates who completed MBBS from Siddhartha Medical College are categorized as AU local, OU local, or SVU local based on which institute they did their schooling from 6 to 12. So a study certificate is required for claiming local status. Let's say you do not do your MBBS from any of these institutes in Andhra Pradesh or Telangana, then you would claim only a non-local status, right? So for these non-local status, you need either a 10-year residence proof, either yours or your parents, including FMGs. Everybody would need this, and or you can submit an employment certificate. There are certain criteria on employment certificate. You can submit that. Sorry, for candidates who are eligible through their spouse's local status. You are eligible as a non-local through your spouse's local status. Your spouse's certificates need to be provided. Basically, your MBBS and your marriage-related certificates or something can be added to claim non-local status. Community certificate or caste certificate, permanent social status certificate issued by the AP government or Telangana government is applicable. Like we said, both candidates from both states are eligible for all the categories of reservation that are available. We expect that there is no specific notification on EWS yet. We expect that even in EWS, because of the 10-year rule, where which we will candidates from Telangana EWS will also be eligible for AP EWS. Otherwise, it will obviously create a huge issue and another candidate with some candidate taking it up in the court. So obviously, that is how it should be as per the earlier order, 10-year order. So we expect that EWS candidates will be eligible if EWS is implemented this year. And minority certificate, you can get your minority certificate as basically there are minority institutes, and if you get your minority certificate, you will be eligible for those minority seats, Muslim minority seats, basically in Andhra Pradesh. And a photo ID, this is a mandatory requirement for everyone. A photo ID mentioning your current residential address. This current residential address part has been added now. So an Aadhaar or passport or voter ID. Don't mind even if you're eligible through your MBBS and you're from a different state. It is fine if you upload your current residential address, which is not Andhra Pradesh or Telangana. You will be eligible because your eligibility is through local status eligibility is through your MBBS and not through your residence. EW certificate we mentioned, and then PW certificate issued by the competent authority. This needs to be a valid disability certificate issued. Last time they had specifically mentioned before the first round that it should be within 3 months of the issue date should be within 3 months. It is better to get one within 3 months. And for in-service candidates, look at the certificates that are required. It is clearly mentioned in the prospectus. We have mentioned it over here. There are 3 certificates. One is an eligibility certificate, service certificate, and self-declaration that the candidate has not undergone PG already, etc. So just have a look at those certificates. This may not be forwarded by the competent authority. The local status certificate. So if you are migrated from Telangana to Andhra Pradesh, only if it is applicable when you have migrated to Telangana and Andhra Pradesh, get an local certificate from the MR. These are the certificates that are required. Anything that is mentioned as not required over here is not required for uploading, but at a later point in time may be required during admission. So get those at the time of admissions. These are the certificates required. We also took you through the application process. Once you upload the certificates and completely submit everything, you make the payment, upload the certificates and submit everything, you will be able to you would have completed registration and you'll be eligible for Andhra Pradesh counseling, provided you are eligible as per the rules. Hope this video was helpful. Please share it with others if this would help others. You can join our Telegram group too. The link is in the description. There is a specific Telegram group for Andhra Pradesh as well. Thank you.